We gonna hold that team forever. And we're back on Jerry Springer.
What's up, man? It's your boy Zay Dubos.
It's your boy CV.
Hey, it's Rhonda Don.
Telly.
And today we have a very special guest. We have Daniel Elder with us today.
Welcome.
Woo! Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Properly.
Thank you.
This time.
For those of y'all that don't know Daniel, man, he's a jack of all trades, man. Musician.
Am I?
Yeah, very, very. Musician, real estate agent, man, etc. So, man, how you been, man?
I've been good.
What's been new in your life, man? This COVID situation, how's it affected you? Anything?
Actually, COVID has made my life a little busier. A lot of people have been trying to get into houses during this pandemic thing, like nurses, doctors, all those kinds of people. So, I mean, it's been pretty good.
I need one.
Okay.
I
can hook you up.
For the low.
Or
for the high.
For the high.
Low.
Yeah.
he said anything less than $1 million, he's not selling.
I don't discriminate.
I heard that, man. So we understand, man, you were born and raised here in Athens.
Yes, sir.
Graduated Cedar Shores High School, even though you went, that's the enemy. You know what I'm saying? We
Is it the enemy?
over here. It's the enemy.
Oh, you went to the show?
Yeah, I went to see the show.
I've got good for y'all.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
Cold.
That's unfortunate.
So I'm in a room full of gladiators.
Yes, sir.
You lost me at shows.
Yes, sir.
I forgot you were here.
Ronnie, you went to Clark Central?
I did, very, very much so.
Yes, we all did, unfortunately.
You know, at Clark Central, we have swords, and then y'all just have claws.
I don't know, but even with a sword, I ain't fucking with no tiger or no jaguar or no shit.
With a sword, yes, you can. You just
A lion walking here right now, you got a sword, you ain't gonna run.
no, I'm gonna slice his ass.
The exit door
You better
is
than me.
right
I'm getting the hell
there.
on.
It's right
Well, I'm
there.
gonna say, oh my God,
I
I have a
throw it- I
sword that
throw it
can
at
kill the enemy. Ah, let me run. What? You supposed to autopsy the jaguar.
Bird?
I mean,
So,
Yeah, them crickets really, I was like,
they
you
got
heard him too?
yeah.
they got organs inside. That's what. They
So you took it out of my mouth. You heard the bonus.
So, man, real estate, man, what exactly made you want to go into real estate? Or how does that even work, like, necessarily?
Okay, so I was in my junior year in college at Georgia State University. I was an accounting major. It was a little boring. It just
That's exactly how it
right.
sounds like.
It just wasn't exciting, and I wasn't being fulfilled. Like everybody around me, they were excited about going to like get a job at PwC or all these top 5 accounting places, and it just didn't enthuse me. So I decided to get my real estate license that summer between my junior and my senior year, and then I went full force at the end of my senior year and just decided why not just be a realtor. And then start an investment company. So that's what I did.
So why
wow.
real
What's the
estate?
name of your company?
My investment company is Invest Athens Property Solutions LLC.
Awesome.
All right.
All I heard was cha-ching, cha-ching.
I don't know about
Let me
that.
hold something.
Long nail, short nail, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So piggyback off of your not pussy foot, but piggyback off of Zay's question. Why real estate out of all careers that you have been exposed to in college and just with friends, family, why real estate, and what about real estate called out to you that you would invest so much time and stuff into building your companies to where they are now?
Okay. So I've always loved real estate ever since I was a child. My original goal, even before going to college, was to become an architect. Like I wanted to design houses.
You can draw
on a computer, like CAD and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Because I can't do none of that shit.
So like I was saying, what was I saying? Oh, I want to be an architect.
Mm-hmm.
So once like the economy hit, I saw that architects, they were getting fired, and I wanted job security, so I went through accounting. I was good at accounting, but it just, like I said, it didn't excite me or anything. So
So you good with numbers and things?
yeah, I'm good with numbers.
Really?
Yeah, I'm good with numbers.
So you
How
mean
much
when we
money?
blow
Horrible
up,
with
you
numbers.
gonna take care of us?
I don't know about that because I'm not an accountant.
Well, when we get the house,
Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna call you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
call you.
there we go.
He can give us
There we go.
numbers about the house.
That's right.
That-
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I can do.
Mhm.
That's what I can do. Yeah. So I did not do architecture, and I went to college accounting, and real estate just always excited me. Like I love going through houses, looking at houses. Originally, it was not my intent to be a realtor. I just wanted to go on the investment side and just get educated on real estate by taking the class. But then I decided, like, why not? I had a client who called me, like, right as I was graduating from real estate school. So I just went ahead and activated my license. So that's how I got into that.
So what are some areas that you are like? You're like, dang, these are nice houses. Like I was excited to sell a home like from this area.
Watkinsville is a nice area, but Watkinsville is very expensive. Like there's a
By expensive, like, can you kind of like dissect that for us, those of us who aren't as educated in the real estate
sure.
from a money perspective?
Okay, so I can do it from a perspective of
How high
Athens
is it?
versus Watkinsville.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, so a 2,000 square foot ranch house in Watkinsville will probably go for $350,000-$400,000. 2,000 in Athens would probably go for like $260,000. So that's like a $1,100 in difference in terms of your mortgage payment. So it's expensive.
Yeah,
Right,
High
right.
taxes and all
I
that
mean,
stuff.
it's expensive depending on what job you really have, or like how you're set up financially.
Right.
Cause like some of these households, cause some people can juggle like $400,000 homes,
Right.
and you know what I'm saying. It just depends on how you. Cause especially like with me, I have a unique situation. I have a unique situation. So I got out the Marines, and I have what is a VA loan home,
Right,
so
right,
I don't have to pay no down payment at
Right.
all. So some people could afford it depending on how they set themselves up, and it could not seem as expensive
Right, that's true.
as it would be to a person without that benefit or option.
That's
And
definitely true.
Credit plays a part in that too, right?
Yeah, it's a big part, and a lot of African Americans do not have good credit.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that something that you
You
have
help
tried to help with?
Oh yeah, definitely. So on the mortgage side, that they mainly deal with like credit scores and stuff, but they do credit repair. So I have a whole team: mortgage lender, credit repair, agent, all that stuff.
So say you have like a 620 credit score, and you're trying to achieve maybe let's say like 750. How long does it normally take for someone to get to that status?
So it's really like a case by case thing because
Right, it depends on what's on
it
your
depends on what's on your
report.
credit. So if you have like
And how good.
like
they
today,
are.
I was talking with somebody. She doesn't have any credit, but just debt, but just like loans and stuff. So she doesn't have any good credit balancing out her credit score profile. So she had a 600. So in order for her to get to like a 700, it wouldn't be too difficult. All she has to do is just get a credit card, use it wisely, and go from there. However, some people who may have collections accounts, all that stuff, you may have to get that stuff removed off your credit, or at least pay for and then remove in order for you to get to a 700. So it just depends.
Yeah, the credit card idea has always scared me because I probably wouldn't use it. Me and money have always had a very responsible relationship. I typically don't buy anything that I don't need. So like I wouldn't go get food with a credit card. I would use a credit card. Let's say for instance if I have a 20 and I'm like, you know what, I can fill up my gas tank, but I want to keep the 20. I might use it for that, but how often am I probably won't do that in a good enough amount of time to raise my credit score. Like I wouldn't be the type of person to go buy clothes on credit scores. I mean not on credit scores, but on a credit card. Typically because I hate shopping, so like I don't know what I
You
would,
hate shopping.
yeah, like you see how I dress? Duh.
You had to shop to get that.
Did I? Nah, straight. Nah.
Well, there you have it. So, as far as real estate, like what are your aspirations? Like, how far are you trying to go with building your brand and building your business?
Okay, so that's kind of a twofold question. First, like on the realtor side, I want to become a broker, probably own a brokerage company, so I can like hire other agents and just manage the stuff.
Yeah.
And then from an investment standpoint, I definitely want to buy investment properties, like duplexes, and start renting them out. So I definitely have some goals I want to try to do. Like in the next 10 years, I definitely want to develop like neighborhoods, be a real estate developer.
And do you want to stay inside Athens or expand outside of the city or Georgia?
Expand outside of the city, definitely.
Does the demographic matter as far as like you said it's different pricing for different areas?
So you're talking about in terms of like racial demographics?
No, like you said, like okay, for instance, like when he asked about would you stay in Athens or would you move somewhere else where you know your buildings or businesses you could charge more to have them built and managed and stuff like that. Is Athens a place you feel like you would flourish in?
Oh, definitely. In terms of like rentals, yeah, because Athens is unique that it's solely a college town. So Athens, no matter what, even during recessions, always has a need for rentals because you have UGA. Students are always looking for places to rent. So definitely.
What you're
Athens
saying
for that.
is that Athens is gonna be paying you lots of money in the near future.
I hope so.
Well, see, I'm gonna just say I know my landlord and my rent free.
So, I'm glad you brought up Athens being a college town. Do you have any aspirations to, I guess, focus your attention on affordable housing?
I do. Yeah, me and my mom we were just talking about that today because Athens is expensive too. It's just as expensive as Watkinsville. But I would like to build like duplexes for affordable living because a lot of things are catered here toward college students.
Right.
Most of them have
Everything they building is for the college.
right.
students.
Most of them
Everything they're
have
building.
like most of their parents they have just cash. Like we're dealing with somebody right now. He's an investor, but he has a college student, and he's just willing to spend like $140,000 in cash for a townhouse that could usually be for someone who resides here in Athens.
Right.
Someone who looks like me and you. But because he has cash, he can close in 7 days. More people are more apt to go with his contract than someone like me or you
Right.
who don't have that cash.
Yeah, they have to
100%.
pay off or
Right.
pay back. Like,
Right.
Yeah, capital is king.
It's all
Right.
about the
Yeah.
money.
Right.
So what during I guess a recession or whatever whenever the economy isn't up
Right.
what inspires you to like keep pushing forward given the current situation of like the America and just trying to stay motivated to do your job and perform and what I'm saying be a lively person around others.
Okay. So I guess the first question when the economy is when I got into real estate, the economy was improving. So it was I really haven't served during the 2008 recession because I was too young.
Yeah.
So I haven't had to go through that yet, I guess, because it's probably going to turn again.
Right. That's true.
But what we will do, because I have a team around me, so it's just not me working by myself.
Right.
We try to definitely keep it lively, keep it upbeat. If one of us is having a down day, I'm quick to get a massage, go out, go places. We go eat every weekend. Like yesterday, we went out for drinks. And we just have to keep it upbeat.
It's a great balance.
So just like
Right.
team oriented.
Right, definitely. I'm very team oriented. It's just not
what's
me.
up.
It's definitely just not me.
That's what's up.
We very team oriented.
I can tell.
Very team oriented.
I think we are, man. I think it just you have conversations and some things agree
I
on.
should have killed this nigga earlier,
That's
man.
it, man.
I should have hurt this nigga, man.
But we came together as a team and we orient.
But you know
He-
what?
He didn't care about none of it. It was all in my head.
So
I guess.
Daniel,
What
I love you too.
what are some
I like
things?
too, bro. I just
What
want you
you
to know
about
it
to
was
say,
right
Jay?
down the street. That's it.
What are some
Let
things
me know that shit earlier.
that
What you about to say?
What I was about to say is what y'all were saying and what y'all argued before. Sometimes you, as a team, you have arguments. There's sometimes I have a business partner. We go head to head every single day, cursing, fussing. So it really doesn't bother me.
click here.
Right. But at the end of the day, we realize that we are a team and that nothing is.
Right.
That's right.
Giant tree harmony. Reaching up to the sky.
Okay.
Wait.
I don't know
what-
I didn't want to mess
So,
y'all.
Pharrell.
Yeah, you
so-
know Otis was that.
Since we are on music, that brings me to the original question I had for you. So what inspired you to become, or who inspired you to become a musician, and why?
Oh, okay. That's a real good question. My mom, she put me in piano lessons. Well, she put all of us. So it's just me. I have an older brother, older sister, and a younger sister. She put us all in piano lessons, and I always loved playing the piano.
Okay.
I've always loved playing the piano, and
Mr. Keys over here.
right. So, my aunt, my mom's sister, she played the piano. We've always had a musically inclined family. My brother, he played saxophone, went to college, played saxophone. My sister, she played the drums. My sister played guitar, and she could sing.
And y'all had a family group, right?
Right, we did, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
we
cool.
did.
That's
So
pretty cool.
You said you played the keys.
Yes, sir.
Stevie thoughtful.
Right.
All right. So
Daniel has he has been playing that thing since
Right,
he
he
was
don't
young.
play.
I remember seeing him on the gospel circuit, just going to different churches and revivals, and that's actually what inclined me to follow him. My mom was really impressed with that. So
I
Right.
appreciate it.
So that goes into my next question. Sorry, did I cut you off?
Oh, I was about to ask, who was your instructor?
Oh, you know what? It's funny that you asked that because she just passed away 2 days ago.
All the tell me.
Oh yeah, I did have a question. So piggybacking on my question as far as like what inspired you to become a musician, what is your favorite music or type of music to create?
I love R&B.
R&B?
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Ooh yeah, baby yeah.
Jodeci.
Why you
yeah,
say that
Jodeci.
now? Jodeci, I tried to tell you about Jodeci, man.
So,
Greatest R&B
so
group
how
ever.
do you balance playing for churches and your spirituality and stuff like that? And how do you tie that in with your business? Because I'm sure it goes hand in hand, because obviously gospel music, church is a big part of your life. And I'm sure, I know you was raised, in the church. So it's like, how do you balance it out? Do you pray before you go into meetings, or like how do you tie all that in with your lifestyle?
I mean, I was praying a few minutes ago.
I was praying too.
It worked.
Hallelujah.
He brought us all back together.
Bought us in.
But anyway, at any rate, so it goes hand in hand sometimes, and then sometimes like I sometimes lose it too. Like dealing with clients. I'm an introvert, if y'all can't tell, but I have extroverted jobs. So playing for a church, I have to deal with people all the time. Being a realtor, I have to deal with people all the time, and sometimes it can get very, very hectic. So, like I said, the people around me, they're very good about
You have a good support
giving me
team.
giving me my space. Like most of my Saturdays, I'm usually to myself because I have to be with people Monday through Sunday, basically. But definitely that. And then in terms of my spirituality, I always pray. I have to pray because in this business, especially here in Athens, because the racial makeup of like black realtors is not that many, not that much.
Do you feel like just you being black offers unsolicited competition?
I
with
wouldn't say
others?
competition necessarily.
Or
I
do you
would
feel
say,
like you got to work harder?
right, I do. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And I hear that echoed by other African American realtors because I can about name all the black realtors here in Athens. So it's and that's what makes Athens different from like Atlanta. Atlanta, you have a plethora of African American realtors around you who you can go to for stuff like that. But like a lot of the Black Lives Matter stuff that was going on, you really didn't hear a lot of brokerages here in Athens talking about that because I don't think there are any black-owned brokerages except for like one. So it was just sometimes you can feel like you're by yourself, like secluded.
Do you feel
island.
tension sometimes?
Yeah, I do. Definitely. Like when I'm going to houses that I have to show. I remember one time I was showing a house to an attorney. She's actually my friend. She's white. And the neighbor had walked by. And she was like, "What are y'all doing in that house?" And I was like, "I'm a realtor, ma'am." She was like, "I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to her, the white attorney." And I'm like, "Well, I'm the one who has the key to the house. I'm the one who's letting her in this house. I'm the one who's in charge of this house. I talked to the owner of the house." So it's just stuff like that, nitpicking stuff from like people who don't look like me, and it sometimes can be a lot, but we just learn how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that's crazy. 'Cause I don't think I could. I don't know if I could do real estate. Cause I had a friend of mine who did real estate. He quit. He just was like, man. He kind of echoed what you said. He felt like he outworked people. He's from a smaller city. He's in South Georgia, but he just felt like he outworked people. But because he was an African American, he felt like he got overlooked. He tried to sell. He said the straw for him. He tried to sell a house to a white couple, like it's just typical husband, wife, 2 kids, and they didn't want the house. And another one of his white counterparts literally did the same thing, and they bought it just like that. So he was just like, damn,
Right.
So I mean, I applaud you. All right, man. So we're aware you very involved in church. So I want to ask you something.
Yes,
You ever
sir.
see something in church that was funny and try not to laugh?
Oh yeah, that's like every Sunday. I mean, from people that can't sing. I mean, I see a lot.
That's the main one.
Yeah, for real.
People that can't
As a musician, a lot of especially I see it at funerals a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why can I feel?
At funerals, and it seems like most funerals they just pick the same person to sing,
to sing, yeah.
and they can't sing.
And the same songs too.
Right. So I mean, a lot of times, a lot of singers they just be looking at me, and if you can't sing, I'm not playing for you because it's like hard for me to follow.
Yeah.
So I just look
Right.
back at them like,
Yo, that's savage, bro. That is savage.
because my thing is, both of us can't be embarrassed. It's just gonna be one
Right.
of us embarrassed, you or me, and it ain't gonna be me.
I heard.
I feel you.
At funerals, I think it's always one of the two things for me. there are people that either can't sing or people that make up the song as they, on their way to the funeral.
Mm-hmm.
And my best advice to anybody that invites me to a wedding, funeral, church, anything, if you cannot sing, just don't sing.
Right.
Cause I don't.
Well, you can't you can't kick the trying, man.
Well,
It be on their heart to sing for their grandma.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. So the best bet for somebody inviting me to a funeral, if they cannot sing, it's no. They just really can't invite you. It's gonna be 10 times funnier with you there than if I'm by myself.
Well, yeah, but that's not. I'm just not.
Because I'm gonna look at the camera for this one. It's gonna go from here to
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been some places where I've been on the piano or the organ and somebody started singing and I just can't contain myself. I have to put my head down. Like,
man, what?
Yeah.
I put my face. If I'm
Wow.
at a funeral,
What's
and I
the
can't
funniest
sing,
thing you have seen at a funeral and a church service? Like, what are your most memorable, funniest moment where you was like, I cannot believe I just saw this?
Okay, so like they were saying, we had a gospel singing group. So one time we were at this church. It was like this old church, and the steps in the choir stand, it was like this, and then it was like a real wide step. And the mother of one of the singers in our group, she was coming down the steps, and she fell face forward while we were in the middle of singing the song. And I was leading the song, and I had to keep on going around because I was crying, laughing.
Oh my god.
that happened to us. We was junior year. We was at Black History Choir. We was saying "The Lord is blessing me," and Dr. Rucker. I just shout out to Dr. Rucker and Tony.
Oh, we love you, Dr. Rucker.
We love you, Dr. Rucker.
He took it upon himself to do some old Chris Brown type crumping shit in the middle. And so for some reason he changed it. The tenors had to sit front, and he knew we went right. I don't know why he did that.
It was the
because
wrong
all we did was
thing.
laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the time, after we had our stuff where we needed it to go, like, and so he did some shit like this in front of us. And we was just like,
Yo.
So we was about to lose it.
I had to start singing.
I think
Nick was like.
I think one of the funniest moments I had at a church was when I was with Zay and this is not the one. You're probably not even thinking about this one. But anyway, we were at a church and this dude was like extra crispy. Like he was he was looking extra crispy. So we was sitting and it was time to get up and do the tithe and offering and stuff. So we walked around. I'm behind Zay. And then, bro, he looked back at me. I was like, yo, I died laughing, bro.
It's funny you mentioned that. I was at church. We went to church with him. It was me, him, and my mom's, right? And this is like the first time my mom saw me laugh in church and knew like I just was like, yo, you just gonna have to deal with me laughing right now. So we was close to that. We was like a little further than that same spot, the same place in the service. And I hear Nick say, "Doing man, black." And you know, like when someone say something like that, you gotta like look for him and like so like where? As soon as I turned my head, he stuck out. He had the nerve to have on his long green shirt, with the polo shirt with the red horse. And we was standing up, and I looked, and I had to sit down. And my mama was just like, boy, and I was just, I was weak. That was the same dude.
The same dude, bro.
I wasn't trying to be funny. I wasn't trying to be funny. I just couldn't. It was.
And he'll say it so
came out.
smooth and sneaky.
Right.
Damn, he black.
What? Nick doing it, man, black. As soon as normally, what really made me laugh like heavy was because like you have to like, you be like, bro, what happened? Like, what? Look for him. Right. He's like, doing it, man, black. As soon as I turned left, he was right there.
Bro,
and I was like, oh.
It was no mistaking who that was, bro.
Bro,
and
I turned back at Mattel. Mattel was just like, I was just like, yo.
Forgive me, Lord. But you see some of the ugliest people at church, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh,
bro.
my God.
Yo, we saw this one who looked like a salamander. What? He looked like a salamander. He had a long old head.
That is just. Telly's not right.
I don't know. I wouldn't close up on him to see if he was ugly or not. But like, I just know.
You couldn't see nothing other than dreads.
Yeah,
Yo, there was a lot to
I don't
look
think
at.
I've seen anybody that dark skinned since, and it's not a laughing matter. I just
At all.
Was he gray black or purple black? You know, you
He
could
was
be
much closer purple.
Purple, yeah. It
Yeah,
was
he
purple
was-
black.
He was
Purple black.
Like that dark
Purple
shady
black.
purple.
smoky.
11:59 p.m. purple. Like really, really black.
Yeah, dude, you can't see nothing.
I'm serious. It make you think you got your eyes closed, but I'm telling you, pitch.
Pitch black, bro.
He was black.
Midnight.
Yeah. But on the I'm sorry. On a more serious note, so I know you had mentioned that you were you interested in developing communities,
Right.
and I was wondering if you had started doing anything, any work in the community, like reaching out at all.
Yeah, so definitely, probably not as much real estate oriented right now, just because this was probably my first full year into real estate.
Yo, man. You need
Ronnie's
to get.
trying to pull himself together.
Yeah, excuse Ronnie. It's all good. You can go ahead.
But anyway, so since this was my first full, I haven't really done anything. I haven't been able to do anything because we had planned on doing like some home buying seminars, free credit repair, and all that stuff. But COVID-19 kind of messed it up. But in terms of our family stuff, we own a nonprofit, an educational nonprofit called Destined Literacy Center, where we target those in low income communities who have low literate. They're not literate, so they can't read, can't really write, and we tutor them basically. So that's what we
nice.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get
It's
back.
a blessing coming to y'all house.
Question: Would you? I mean, let me think. Okay, would you ever want to start your own school or anything of that nature?
Probably not.
Like school. I
Like
thought,
what kind of school?
I know like me.
Or
I
real
always thought
estate
about
school.
starting my own charter school or something like that. But I would be one of the things that would hold me back. I would be very particular about how I pick teachers because no disrespect to any teachers that I ever had. And some of y'all knew y'all wasn't shit, so.
I mean, no
Some of them
disrespect, but
was
then we
coming there
leave
for the
it
check,
like
not
that.
really, and not really caring necessarily. So I would
Right.
want to pick people that actually are invested into the kids and things of that nature. As far as real estate, if you had the opportunity to sell a house to any celebrity, who would you want to sell it to and why?
Beyonce. Whitney Houston.
Well, Whitney Houston, she got a house in heaven now.
Hallelujah.
No, she not. She in a temporary coma. She
Boy.
coming back. Let me have it. Let me have
You
it.
got it. You got it. You got it. There.
Man.
That's a good question. I don't know.
That funny Kyle?
If she in a temporary coma,
Let me have it.
I'm just saying I'm built like LL Cool J.
LL Cool
You have a
J?
nice physique.
I appreciate that.
You welcome.
Oh.
Is there
Round
any
away.
place in particular? I understand you travel a lot.
Uh-huh.
Is there any place in particular you haven't been that you really would like to go?
Yes, I want to go to Africa.
Africa.
I
You
do.
know,
A
that's-
lot of people are saying.
I
You
wanna
know
have
what?
to
I hate to interrupt. Nigga, you can't steal my question because your question was unprepared.
Wait, what?
Because
No,
you
that
don't
was one of the
ask
questions?
every question on my list.
David, no, I did
And
not.
this is, I got to say something today.
I did not
'Cause
ask
see, you
every
done took-
question on your list. I asked two.
I have proof. In
I asked two questions on your list.
every question
those were
you
a big fuck.
ask. Shit. Okay.
But yes, Africa is a very commonplace. People say they would want to go, but it always strikes me as curious though. If you like, say for instance, if people who have gone out the country,
Right.
people going to Europe or people go to like France or something. Why don't people like go to Africa first or something?
Because
The stigma.
it's
I would
just
think.
like
Yeah.
the stigma of it being like such a third world,
Parvish.
you
I don't
know,
know.
country. I think.
Because I went to Paris first. That was my first international trip. The other
Ooh.
trips I went to Athens, Greece, Rome, Italy, Santorini, Greece.
How did you like it?
I liked it a lot, but I think it wasn't Africa first just because it just wasn't how the cards fell. Africa is a little bit more expensive than those trips, and
I understand. Like,
yeah.
if I
How
had
was
to go visit-
Dubai? That's how I want.
oh yeah, Dubai, yeah, Dubai was very
Dubai?
fun. Dubai was there.
So
I'd
is it
probably go
true
there,
that
all those places before Africa too? If I'm just being honest,
in Dubai, is it true like it's like wealth everywhere? Like,
it is. Well,
like
not, I
people
wouldn't say
drive
everywhere.
Lamborghinis like it's Hondas here. That's what I heard.
what?
Yeah, you do see a lot of Lamborghinis and like Range
Yeah,
Rovers
like
and
they just
Rolls
rich for
Royce.
no reason. Like
That's true.
Are
To
the
be
jobs
poor
paying
is to be
$50 an
rich.
hour there or something?
still.
Well, they're very oil rich, and not really. I mean, the other is Dubai, and then Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is really rich. They have more wealth than Dubai.
Have you
Dubai is more heavily tourist right now.
Have you been to one of the penthouses
I have
in Dubai or Abu Dhabi? Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Did we go? I think in Dubai we toured. Like,
What
some
was that
houses.
experience like?
It was cool. I
Did
mean,
you ride a camel?
I did ride a camel.
Was it nice? How many humps did it have? 2 or 3?
Too.
2.
Right, say it right.
It didn't get buck on you, did it?
No, it did.
Oh,
Is it hot? Is it hot in all those other countries? Because I know, like, my only way to would see it, I guess, is on like any type of film. It looks hot everywhere in another country, except France. It looked like it might be cold.
I was about to say
and
France was wet. It was because we had went I think in June.
it's
And it
always
was-
raining over there.
And it
ain't
was kind of, I mean, but it was a good temperature. Like it was a feel good temperature. Dubai, I went in March and it was starting to get hot. Like it was in the high 80s, early 90s.
That's hot.
That's how it sounds. God, what you been starting?
I mean, but it
So
gets
it gets
like
hotter?
110, right? Right.
Oh.
110 degrees. Like right now,
Then
it's
the
probably
answer to your
very
question
hot.
be yes.
What about the
Yes.
humidity? Because I know when I went, I guess because it was coastal. When I went to Puerto Rico,
Mm-hmm.
it was very much so hot, but it was so
Dry.
humid.
Oh.
Like it was like you walk outside and you sweat.
Was it
for
worse
no
than
reason.
Savannah?
I mean, but
It was way. I would rather stay in Savannah than Puerto Rico.
is Puerto Rico like tropical weather? Like a tropical climate? That
I
would make
believe
more
so.
sense.
I guess I just know it was humid.
I
as
would
fuck.
just like to say that after I give Raven my last name very soon, that's what a honeymoon goal would be.
In Puerto
What's the
Rico.
Raven? Don't take no raw virgin.
And if it's as hot as you say over there, I'm gonna be walking out there naked.
When I had Consuelo,
I'm so serious. I don't do heat.
I feel you.
That's
I feel
how
you.
he-
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't do heat.
Please wear a Speedo.
Ronnie,
That's
what the
speedo?
hell are you talking about?
So just
I-
don't take one.
we don't-
Just keep
I don't
the
know.
braids, and then
He
you'll
don't
be
know.
just fine. You can
At
run
all,
on and
at
see
all.
what the end gonna be because you take the real hair, it's just gonna.
Do you and your
seal up.
siblings still sing together when you can? Or
Not really.
y'all gotta get a reunion like the Jacksons.
I don't know if we're gonna do a reunion.
Oh, so y'all fell out.
No. No, not
Damn.
with my siblings.
Dang blue.
I don't really care for them anymore.
No, I love my siblings. It's just hard to get us
Clank.
together because my brother, he lives in D.C. My sister, she's about to start medical school. Then my younger sister, she don't want to do it no more. So
Oh yeah, that's the
yeah, so it's probably.
I did have a
I like
question
the
going
concert.
back to you traveling. So I know you said you were interested in architecture at one point. What did you think about the architecture in Italy? Because that was one of my favorite parts about the country.
I gotta go back to Italy. It reminded me of a lot of Europe. Like a lot of cities in Europe were like plant cities. So most of them kind of look alike. Like Rome, Italy reminded me of Paris in a way, except it was much dirtier to me. I pretty much preferred Paris over Rome. That's one place I don't think I would want to go back to. Like it's like one and done.
So
That's-
what have been the fun things that you have experienced going to each place? Like what is something that I guess like did you have a list of stuff you want to do when you got there or
So Rome, like seeing all the different, I guess the monuments, the tourist places. I went there just for the pictures because it was part of a trip package to get to Greece. I was more excited about going to Greece, like Athens, Greece, seeing all like the different Greek people.
Dope city.
Yeah,
Dope
Yeah,
city.
that's
Definitely.
something that I was big into, like
Yeah.
Greek gods and
Right,
Greek
right,
mythology.
right.
Like that's very cool. Like
yeah, and it was very cool.
that's somewhere I would want to go.
You want to see like the Parthenon and
Yeah.
the Acropolis?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
the what?
Acropolis.
The aquarium.
Moving on.
What it no.
Oh.
No, but what is that?
The
I'm
Acropolis.
just trying to gain an understanding.
They are some the Parthenon and the Acropolis are like two of the most famous Greek structures.
I'm thinking about
in the
that
country.
stadium with the holes in it.
I think you're thinking
Come on,
about
like,
the Colosseum in
Yeah,
Rome.
the
Right.
Colosseum.
Colosseum.
That's it.
Wrong.
That's
That's
okay.
wrong. Yeah.
So question, Dane, you ain't meet no women out there? What a
Dubai. Yeah,
Dubai. I mess with
Yeah,
them.
I was
Oh,
in
that's
Dubai.
what they at.
They out there.
Yeah, in Dubai.
You talk,
Definitely.
you know,
We had a little fun.
little
But-
fun.
little
man.
fun,
Gotta
okay.
have
But
fun,
Rome,
man.
I don't like smoking women.
I
So they
feel
smoke
you.
a lot. In Rome,
Make their breath stink.
yeah.
Yeah,
Smell like
that's
Bacca.
That's not attractive at
Yeah.
all.
That's
Bacca.
a no for me.
Yeah, I see.
Bacca.
Lips be black.
It's funny that you say that because Greece had one of like the dirtiest shores I've seen, like on the port.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you been?
It was I went back in 08 to Greece and Italy,
That's what's up.
and it was
I'm scared to go to Italy.
There was
Really?
he showed me. Nick
Yeah,
showed
that's
me
where the
this
Rona
picture
at. She wreaking havoc over
She-
there.
when
she here.
he was in.
She going crazy over here, but she
Europe,
wreaking
right?
havoc.
And it looked hot.
okay.
It looked so hot
So
out
in
there.
Greece,
I'm mad how you just had to
because we
do
were
that.
in Athens, Greece. I went on a trip and like the name of our trip was from Athens to Athens.
Oh wow.
And so
That's nice.
We spent some time looking at some of the like the old structures that had kind of been torn down, and so we took a picture out there, and like I was noticeably darker by the time I got back, just because we spent so much time out in the sun, and even though it was hot, it was not like Athens humidity hot.
Right.
They definitely had a cool breeze.
Yeah.
But I was right up under the sun. Like there was no coverage.
Yeah. When did you go?
08, summer of 08.
Oh, summer. Okay. See, I went in December, like near Christmas time.
Awesome.
So it was cool. It was a little cooler.
So what do you feel like is the your least favorite spot that you've been to?
Definitely Rome.
Rome,
Yeah, Rome.
least favorite.
I
Why?
like
Why is that?
Rome. We lived there.
Why is that again? Just because it's dirty? What do you say?
He
I said I didn't like Rome. We lived there either.
Hey.
It's bad luck all around.
Oh man.
So it's just like it was so dirty that.
Yeah, it
You
just
know.
I don't know. It just didn't interest
Is
me.
there a difference in the air quality?
I really didn't notice anything. Like when you go to different countries, it smells different. Oh, I didn't really notice
Really?
anything.
I mean,
Like the air smell
Yeah.
different.
I feel about that
we
like
had
Savannah.
a layover in France. The smelliest bathroom I have ever
Yeah.
been in my life.
Cause they eat different stuff, so they
I
toxins
heard they don't
different.
use deodorant over there. Is that true?
I've heard that too.
I smelled a woman on the plane.
Oh, okay.
She like,
What was that experience like?
Musty.
I'm so sad.
Yeah.
she made your toes.
Sorry
curl.
for you, bro.
She made something curl.
What was the food like in these different countries? Ew. That was what was the food like in those different countries? I know me. I think I would struggle traveling because if it's not like something I know.
If it's
I'm
not
gonna
like
Yeah,
original
language
Lay's or
barrier.
something, if it ain't original Lay's or something, then you know he ain't eating it.
original
Like
Lay's,
the plain Lay's,
meat and bread.
My favorite
Meat
food was
and
actually
bread?
in Greece.
Greece.
I love Greek food.
I like
Yeah.
it way better
Yeah,
than Italy.
cause I was about to say, when I went, I thought that I was gonna like the Italian food better, but it was real plain to me, like no flavor.
You know what? Every Italian restaurant I've ever been to is just like that.
Yeah, it's just like
I'll
oil
never go to.
Not Little Italy.
because it really ain't no Italy.
Oh, that pizza
I
is
was-
a slap.
come
It's a
on.
whole
I think that like it's that way because you know we're black men, so you know growing up in an African American household, we like flavor, so,
Right.
So when you go to these places, that may be how they originally made it, but you know us, we gonna throw some extra salt on it.
Right.
Right? So
Well, I think-
some
you-
seasoning
And then
salt.
America too, generally
Yeah,
put a lot more
salty.
sugar
Yeah.
in their
Yeah.
food.
That's why
Like
I
the
was-
bread and stuff.
Stuff is
Yeah.
That's why we
American.
struggle.
Right,
with
that's
fat
what it
asses. It's
I'm
true,
not
we're a
fat.
heavy- we're a
I'm
very
healthy.
country.
Yeah, we
No,
definitely
that's
are.
true.
Definitely
Yeah.
are.
Very
And
heavy
they talk
country.
about us too.
When you were in Greece, did you have
They be okay. So
Hey, do
they
you blame
do
them,
be
though?
talking
Huh?
Could you
junk
blame
about us
Everybody talks
when you go
about
and
us.
visit.
Huh? Yeah, definitely. Especially when I was in Dubai, they talked about America a lot. Because I think so many people think America is just like the epitome of what a country should be. So when we went over to Dubai, it was just,
Hell thing.
I don't know.
Well, compared to other countries,
Yeah, I guess
that-
compared
no
to, like,
shade.
third world countries.
compared to some
Yeah.
of the laws and rules
Right.
and regulations and morals and values of other
Right.
countries.
So I guess it's a trade-off.
Yeah.
Because they're more strict in their laws too. In like
Yeah.
Dubai, you can't really do a lot of stuff.
I would prefer America, but everywhere you gonna have issues.
Yeah.
But
I think
there's
I don't
different
want to
women's
be
rights
stoned
in
to
other
death for
countries.
being
Yeah.
Yeah.
different. You know,
Definitely.
stuff like that.
And smoking weed can get you life in jail.
Lying?
Well, that
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm never
America,
going
if
there.
you're black-
We're halfway
We
there.
were consistent with that one time.
I swear.
I would not go there.
I want your opinion on something. What are your opinion on some of the different differences in rights, like women's rights? Or do they have different racial issues in different countries? If you saw that or talked to anybody that would knew anything about it.
I guess I can think about Dubai. So Dubai has a lot of expats, so a lot of people who are not from there who live there, and they get treated differently. Like people who are from like Pakistan.
Yeah.
And the other third world countries who come in to work, they get treated differently than those who are originally from Dubai.
I think that's I think I trust what you say, but I think that's a bad example. I think people from Pakistan get treated. Unfortunately, I'm not trying to be.
I mean,
funny,
they own gas stations here.
You damn yeah, but if one of them niggas ever woke up, I'm be
But
afraid.
see, that's the same mentality in Africa too. I heard is that certain places are American friendly.
You had to get that out.
Some places are where they're just like they really don't fuck with it. It's like if they sense that you're an American, you get the worst treatment.
Yeah,
I mean, I
heard.
think that goes because of the arrogance of America and the past presidents. It may not have so much to do with the people, which we know certain individual people who are like that towards other people.
Right.
We're not gonna say anything, but getting back to what I was saying is like, so the stigma of us being all arrogant, stuck up, and they kind of like they're just feeding off of what they hear. So they don't really give other regular Americans the chance,
right?
I feel to like get to know that person. It's just like judging a book, judging the cover before you read the book or whatever. Whatever the saying is, yeah.
Judging a book
by its cover. There we go. Yeah, there we go.
How you judge?
Silence, right? Don't Ronnie, please.
I'm just trying to gain an understanding.
You don't have.
It didn't come out. It didn't come out. It's fine.
I'll
live with that.
You ever been on Netflix?
I'll live with that.
And you see a thumbnail and you say, "Ooh, that's a good title." But I do not like.
Oh, I know what the right way is. I'm just curious about the wrong way.
The wrong way?
Yeah.
It just happened, bro.
Can you judge a book? I mean, can you judge a cover? What you say?
I don't even know anymore.
It just
you had to start
me.
this whole
If the fish don't have gills, is it still a fish?
Yes, because it's fishy and it swims.
What? All right.
Exactly.
Moving on.
So let me ask you, man. You single out here, man?
I am single.
Hey, ladies, look, man. We got a whole real estate.
Okay, that was
here.
my next question.
So now that's three. And that was an accident.
So that's
I
one who
jacked
stole?
you twice on purpose, but this was an accident. I promise.
I'm sorry. Have we met?
My man's. You know what, David? You know me, Nick. You know I'm oldest, Nick.
Excuse me, I didn't see you there. So, so in dating, does your career and how dedicated you are to your, not just your career, to church and anything that takes up a lot of your time, how has that influenced your dating life? Or, well, that's one question, but another question is, due to you doing so much, the caliber of a person that you're attracted to, does that change as you progress, or like have as far as your standards and stuff?
I think my standards have been the same pretty much growing up. I would rather actually date somebody I probably already know, honestly. Someone who was growing up with me who won't just be with me, I guess, for the future money I may have.
So claim that, dude. Claim that.
We all gonna be, yeah.
Amen.
But in terms of work, work does. It does sometimes hinder because like, today I was supposed to have a free morning, but I ended up having to show houses this morning. So sometimes I guess the lady I would be looking for would have to be someone who was kind of flexible. I'm not one who likes clingy. I like to have my space. So it would have to definitely be someone.
But she gotta be a boss though.
Yeah, or I mean or could be a boss with me.
But she still gotta be a boss. Like you don't just.
There's
not to settle. It's a difference. What I'm saying, okay, I use myself as an example. Even though I have my own preference, the standards are still the same. I don't want to allow someone to get attached to me or me get attached to someone that doesn't understand how my life works due to what I personally have chosen to do. I mean, you do realty, and you have other commitments. And so do I. So I don't want someone, and this actually goes to the B. Simone. We never had a chance to talk about it, but I clearly understood what she was saying, because if you have someone that their job, they may work a job, but they have a lot of free time. that's a lot of free time that they're of course gonna want to spend with
Right.
you.
I
But
understand
when
what
you're
saying.
busy all the time, and not only just busy doing nothing, you're busy making the money, trying to build a future stuff. That will be hard because that person will always feel neglected,
Facts.
and that will raise a problem because even for you, you may really like this person, but because of your schedule, the time you do get to spend with them is not enough for them. So why not find someone who has just as much going on as you, or that can thoroughly understand that, okay, it's not that he don't want to talk to me or he always busy. It's more so he's at work, I'm at work.
I guess in that
You know.
scenario, it's best to find somebody either like what you described, or find someone you can intertwine in what you do.
Yeah.
So I work for myself, so create a job for somebody like that.
That's
Right.
smart. I ain't think of that.
Okay, one. That's assuming certain people with 9 to 5 jobs just have all this free time on their
I didn't say that. I
No,
said
no.
a
I'm
person.
talking about her. I'm speaking from her perspective because it wasn't your statement. I'm just saying based on what you said. One, and you know what I'm saying, understanding why she was up plagiarizing books. I mean, I'm sure we could all do that and make the same money. Y'all don't want this?
Well, I mean, in reality, she did invest a
coming for you,
lot
Charla.
into her fame.
No, I
So
understand that.
I'm just saying, I didn't take offense to that. Even yes, I work for myself, but I still have had to have 9 to 5s to support my life
Right.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I
you-
think
you
when-
said what?
No, I was just I think that I think what I think a lot of people interpret it as people with 9 to 5s don't have the capacity to comprehend her lifestyle, and that may or may not true based on who they are, but you can't really assume that for everybody.
I actually think that would be that. I think that would be dishonest. I don't think that's true. Most people with 9 to 5 job have kids, so I mean that's
Not necessarily, because you
bullshit.
you have
I work a 9 to
entrepreneurs
5 and
that
I
have kids as well.
2 young children, and trust me, we are both up at 3 and 4 in the morning. I promise you. So I'm saying when we talk about understanding that type of life, I think most people could understand it. I think what she wants is someone that's kind of gonna understand and accept what she do, and have that be okay. Like if I know if I was a celebrity doing like music or film or something, I wouldn't date another celebrity because I understand both of our schedules. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
money date money. I mean, at a certain point, I mean, being real, at
Unless
a
you're
certain
trying to
point
end up
that
like
you
Will and
reach
Jada.
personally, you can't. I'm not gonna say settle for less, but when you are in a bigger, better place, you look for bigger and better.
yeah, but okay, check this out. Like if I was like a mad big artist, take Drake in his prime. If I'm Drake in his prime, I am not dating Rihanna in her prime. That just doesn't make sense. Cause how are we gonna date? You were both either in the studio, we're promoting an album, we on tours, like these massive tours, like headliner tours, 3-4 months.
But you look at Drake weird if he dated the nearest waitress at the Starbucks.
Yeah,
Because you'd be like, why?
No, I'm not.
Because he Drake, right?
No, I wouldn't date.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
I understand what you're saying.
no. I wouldn't date. I wouldn't look at him weird. I'm just saying, like, for me, I'm saying if I were in that situation, that makes more sense because I'm saying, like, okay, like me personally, I would never date someone I can't spend time with on some sense of consistent basis that I can rationalize. So I'm saying I can't rationalize spending time with someone 2-3 times a month. Like there have been celebrities that date other celebrities and say, yeah, man, we face talk, but we may see each other a few times a month. Like, I'm just not gonna do that. Like,
Yeah,
I
personally.
we can rock out. We can rock out and be
Yeah.
mad, cool, and be friends. But I can't build a relationship with you.
Yeah.
Because at that rate, no matter how much I talk to you, essentially, I feel like if I'm not spending time with you, you know me. You only getting an access pass of what my fans get because you.
I was just gonna say, how
know-
can you tie in celebrity with just long distance? Period.
No. I'm just saying like celebrity. I'm saying like because like these people are around each other. They hang within the same spots more or less. Like if you take. I don't know. It just seemed like that would be odd to me.
I think, like I said, I think that depends on like your capacity
Right.
to deal with a lifestyle like that, and what you need from a person as you're getting to know them, as you're building something with them.
Yeah.
Because like you said you don't really you don't really want anybody too clingy. So anybody who needs more from you than you can provide is not going to work for you.
Right.
You know, somebody who can kind of deal with having less than you from somebody else's perspective.
Right.
That's probably going to be somebody more suitable to your lifestyle.
Right.
So okay, so you ever had like a really bad breakup?
I mean, I'm cordial with everybody.
That man, Daniel said, I ain't faded by you.
I let them go and they chase after me. I closed the door behind me so they can't chase after me.
I got a question. This is off topic, or you know, what do you feel about OnlyFans, about women? So say like if you were dating a woman, would you allow your woman to have an OnlyFans page?
I guess.
How would you go about that?
Okay, first, why does she have an OnlyFans?
I mean, say she. No, we're just saying like in general, like hypothetically.
She
like,
passed too.
Ronnie, she did.
Yeah.
A long way.
Yeah, she's done. She's not with us anymore. But anyway, like we were saying, moving forward, why? I mean, some women like to have OnlyFans because they just can't get any other job. Like, and some women don't even show like, you know, their parts or whatever. They just kind of have their clothes on, you know, just like a bikini or something. And they make money though. Like it's booming right now.
Right.
But my personal standpoint on that is that's online prostitution. That's just how I feel, because you're literally selling your body. Like,
I guess I don't see it like as
Not
online
necessarily,
prostitution, but
because
I
if you
know
ain't
I
seeing
would.
no titties and things, they just sit lingerie, then that ain't really sex. That's
but you're making
an
money
illusion.
off of your body.
So the advertisement, you see a lady in a bra on the billboard now.
That's true. That's a good point. That's a good
Yeah,
point.
but I don't see it as prostitution, but is it something that I would agree with? No.
Right.
So I feel like as a man, it's your job to provide.
Right.
So if it's a monetary thing and I have money, I don't feel like that's
necessary. Right.
I don't give a damn if I'm
But
still
what if
making
you meet her?
$7.25 at Golden Pantry. Like, that's just not something I'm okay with. You're not gonna be out here exposing
What if
your
you
body.
meet a person
Right.
and they're like everything that you possibly would want, but then you find out, oh, your money comes from OnlyFans. But how would you feel? Because I had a situation like this. This was this person's primary source of income.
Let me help you out, bro.
And when I
Yeah, speak into the mic so we can pick you up. Carry on.
Love.
So, you know, I was like,
having trouble?
you know, huh?
Please continue.
Please continue.
You know, this black mic is awful close to my mouth. You didn't have to push it in that.
Now
Push.
it's
rotate
just
it.
somewhere it doesn't need to be.
We talking about microphones. What are you talking about, son? Where's your mind?
I'm talking about what you're talking about. The situation's going somewhere it didn't need to go. That's somewhere it doesn't need to be. Continue.
We talking about electronics. I'm just trying to gain an understanding. Where's your mind? What you thought? What did you envision?
I'm only thinking about what you were discussing just then.
Are you thinking about the microphone as well?
No,
I was talking about OnlyFans. So what were you
Yeah,
saying?
we were saying.
Yeah,
the
we were
OnlyFans.
speaking about
Uh-huh, yeah.
OnlyFans.
So,
Oh, God.
Oh God.
Oh,
my testosterone acts up sometimes. You know it comes out
Ooh.
every now and then. Okay, so that was a problem because that was their primary source of income,
Mm-hmm.
and I, just a person of commitment, was like, okay, now that you have found someone that's interested in you and you're expressing the same thing, you don't think that you can at least tone it down? And they was like, no, because I was doing this before you.
Oh, well.
And so I was like, I understand that, but that's the point. You was doing this before me. So now that I'm here, you don't feel a obligation to at least tone it down out of respect of our
I think that
relationship.
that kind of goes that kind of goes on you, the newcomer, someone coming into her life, because if she's already doing that, that's something that you put yourself into.
Right.
So
Yeah, but
you got
before me she was single, so she could do that.
right. But
But it could
what
be
I'm
somebody
saying is,
who appreciate them doing that because it makes them money. I guess, why would it make a difference just because you came in? Like, if y'all not married, y'all just dating, and that's their primary source of income.
Yeah.
So now just because you came in, they're supposed to stop their primary source of income. Well, they don't like you paying.
I didn't even go as far as saying stop. I said tone it down out of respect, because I dated someone and they were an online nudist. Say it like that.
Right.
I was like, okay, I get that this is what you live for, but now that you have someone that does, in the feelings, you're telling me our feelings are mutual, it has to be some form of a boundary set, because in the street, when I'm not around, someone is going to approach you as they see you online. So, and if you're not offering another platform for someone to understand that, hey, you are in a relationship, you do have family, you do, you know what I'm saying, they're going to address you like what they see.
So I got a question for you then, Ronnie. So say
That's a
if
good
you
point, actually.
say if you were in a relationship with that person, right?
Mhm.
You came in with a job, you know, you was making money, right? She was doing her thing, right? Making her money. You lost, you told her to tone it down, right? But you lost your job. What and you guys were struggling. How would you feel now? Would you want her to ramp it back up, or would you still stand on what you felt?
No, because
the situation changed.
The money would still be coming in. I get it. I'm an adult. You know what I'm saying? I get it that this is the cards life has dealt you. But if you are my spouse, we are in a relationship, there is an automatic boundary by default that you should even consider. Really, I shouldn't have to bring that to you.
But you put
should
yourself in
I
that
don't
situation though.
Right. Okay. See,
That's
certain step, but out of respect, like I understand they are online nudists, but when I say tone it down, it's like, okay, instead of posting just raw skin, wear a bikini.
So this is
Wear
the thing, right?
They didn't pay
lingerie.
for that, though.
So I get that, but they have old footage. Or I'll even say that. Nothing new. I even made a deal with the person. I said, you have such a library of footage, so let's chill and just upload content that you never uploaded before and stuff like that. That way it's still, so I know.
So this is the thing, especially when it comes to OnlyFans. For one, going like if you're having a relationship with somebody who has an OnlyFans account and it's explicit content like that, if you know that going in, then I don't think you should be going in trying to change anything in their situation. Because the thing is, like, if me and a girl are dating and she know that I sing, right, and I sing everywhere I go, if we moving in together, yes, I can tone that down, but that's based on what I am willing to compromise.
Right.
And that is not something that they're willing to compromise. It don't matter what you want, because that's not something that they're willing to do.
Right.
And you knew that going in.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think the distinction for me would be whether or not I know this going in. I know personally. I figured, man, I don't really know what to think about OnlyFans. I'm just kind of like, about it. I mean, you better sell them news, cause bitch, I ain't gonna pay your bill. But I know I'm not gonna date. I personally would be a little uncomfortable dating someone that does that, because I would feel like, damn, you exposing yourself. I know if I'm unaware of it and I find out, that's gonna be a problem, because you did have done it behind my back. But I know that if I were to just put all that shit to the side and date you anyway, I understand the leash for that would be, for myself, would be short, because I'm like, man, I don't like this, but I knew this coming in.
Right.
You would just have to kind of hope that your spouse at that point in time kind of like considers your feelings. But like Nick said, that would be relative to, what they're willing to compromise, as opposed of, saying me kind of like setting an ultimatum, because it's like, what the hell are you talking about? I do this all the time.
It's difficult for me thinking about the situation of dating someone that has OnlyFans, because for me, like, I'm a possessive person. What is mine is mine. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't personally want my spouse or girlfriend or whatever to be sharing.
He'll beat that bitch up. Y'all heard
No,
that?
I mean, I'm not I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
Tina,
Don't be out here
eat
exposing
the
your
cake,
body
Tina.
like you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want someone else to be seeing what, you know what I'm saying?
That's
What I have, like,
Right.
as far, especially in a woman, because I find myself in you. So I
you find yourself.
Yes.
I thought
You never heard of that?
I was gonna let it be, but
Ronnie had to go ahead. And
That's the first to me. I think
I'm trying to gain an understanding it because he said he finds himself. So
No, I
where
mean,
were you before?
it-
And then he found himself inside of her. So you talking about like, as far as like things you like that make you you, or you talking about like things she like about you and her?
I see myself growing with a certain individual. So I'm gonna put my all
I
into
would
that
think
certain
it
individual.
would.
So I wouldn't want everybody else to see what I'm intermingling with, or who I'm intermingling with, as far as my woman. Like I'm saying, going back to me being possessive, that's me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want, like, just like my wife now, like Aisha, like I don't want her going out wearing certain things. Like, I mean, I just think that's just who I am. I don't know about how you guys are, but
and I think,
it's a respect thing. It's a respect.
and I
Like,
think if that's something that she's willing to compromise about, like her body, then that's completely fine. But like if you find yourself in a situation that's not willing to compromise themselves for you, then it's probably best, especially in a area that is very crucial for you. Then it's just best y'all.
but see
part ways.
that's a deal breaker for me. You got an OnlyFans. Like I'm out.
Okay,
I'm out.
so
It's just a deal breaker.
So, question, Daniel, what are some deal breakers for you if you were looking for, a spouse or something like that, and y'all are dating, but some issues occur? What are some deal breakers that would occur for you?
Okay. Some deal breakers. Do you mean just like on what kind of sense?
Like, so the obvious, right? Get it out there. Cheating was probably a deal breaker for every woman, except no woman, because they always seem to go back. But whatever.
What you trying to say?
Yeah,
I think I just said it.
I disagree, but
Most of them. I did. You know what? Not all women. Let me not offend. Let me not be offensive. But some of y'all
why'd
make
you
the
disrespect her?
decisions to be hurt over and over. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah.
But moving on. What is something of that nature?
Yeah, I think cheating would be a deal breaker for me.
Definitely.
Dishonesty.
Definitely.
Deal breaker.
That's my thing. Me and my wife, what we spoke about on that situation is like, if you feel like you need to find a different feeling from someone else, let me know before that happens,
Right.
before any feelings are hurt,
Right.
so that way we can split mutually.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't kiss another man dick.
What?
I'm saying if she cheat, I'm just saying.
Is she cheat?
Yeah, no, I'm saying most women that cheat.
Who said it was gonna be a guy anyway?
straight up.
I
In
mean,
today's climate, you know what I'm saying?
he's right.
You right.
He is right. He is right about that. I'm just saying, that's something we spoke about. If I feel like I need to, I'm gonna use this for Ronnie. Find myself in another woman, then
you done cheated.
no, I'm saying
You
before
can't
it comes
keep
to
finding yourself in all these women because what's gonna happen? You gonna find yourself.
You got to find yourself in you first.
yo, that's a little.
That's where it
tricky.
started.
That's tricky.
Hey.
Hey, but moving on, how are you able to juggle so many things in your life and prioritize things over others?
Yeah.
That's a good question, and that's probably one of my biggest, I guess, downfalls. I'm not probably the best at it right now. I just take it day by day. Like I try to set time slots for different things. Like I know Sunday's church.
Right.
I have to dedicate 2 hours
To
or
the
an
Lord?
hour. Right.
God.
To that job.
It wouldn't be no other way.
Amen.
All right.
Yeah. So.
yo. All right. Yo, what's that? In football, when we was, whenever you they punt the ball and you're telling everybody to get away, that one kid that everybody wants to stay away from in school, Peter, Peter right here, bro.
Peter was in the Bible. Peter was blessed.
He also denied Jesus.
That was Judas.
No, Peter denied Jesus.
You sure?
Come on, right?
I call Peter now.
Does this look unsure to you?
Very.
But yeah, I know that would be something difficult. I know just having juggled things on a much smaller scale, being a parent, And that just.
I think that's harder.
I think I ain't gonna lie. I just
You want
think
children?
it's hard.
I do want children.
Oh.
Yeah, I do want kids.
How many?
Oh, I thought he asked you if you had children. I would say, boy, what the fuck good, boy?
how
You'll
many?
get that one
How
day.
many
You'll get that one
children
day.
do you want?
4 or 5.
7-Eleven.
No, you
4 or
don't.
5.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, I want something
I want
similar to what I
7.
grew up
Hey,
with.
man, damn these white men. Let me talk to you on a personal level, dog. I'm telling you,
Everybody
man.
parental experience is different.
Yeah,
Facts.
you're right. Until they have, boy.
Look at the weigh-ins.
We ain't gonna have no more.
Or the
I
Brady
want
Bunch.
7.
The Waynes is different.
7?
The
They
Jacksons.
had so many kids.
You can have
that
7,
a
go ahead.
child got a child. Like I'm sure in the Jacksons, Reby got Latoya,
Right. Or
and
Janet,
Jackie got the rest of the brothers. Like they had help.
Chucky.
Jackie, you know what I'm saying? They had help. Like man, I'm telling you, bro, parenting is beautiful though, man. Especially when you get to talk about juggling so many things, man. It just seems like. I be thinking about that all the time now, like how I want to juggle a career and then still being the parent, the father that I am. Like, there's so much more to being a father than providing.
Right.
And I think that I think honestly in this generation, men are either absent or a lot of men are in the home, but they not.
Right.
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's
So, and
understandable.
I know
They work.
I know me personally, I ain't even trying to be funny or brag. I'm there. Like,
He beat him.
I'm there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm also aware that like me wanting the career that I be doing what I do, or I'm trying to do and get bigger and better, and I know that's gonna kind of compromise that.
Right.
So if there was anything that would kind of like a hindrance, it would be that because I never want to lose what I have with my daughter.
So I got a question for you
or
then.
my son. What's up?
Do you ever feel like as a parent you prioritize things, the wrong things at sometimes over other things that may be more important?
Not on purpose, but naturally.
Not on
But
purpose, but just like
Career
you're like,
wise.
do you ever like catch yourself slipping? You're like, bro, what am I doing, bro? Like I need to be doing this
You know,
or
and if
something
I
like
don't
that.
catch it, Swerve catch it for me, like so. It's
Facts.
It's always.
Shout out to the women. Shout out to
Yeah,
the
it's,
women, man.
Yeah, but
Do you? Oh, my bad.
I was about to say, I just think life in general is just a juggling act.
Right.
And sometimes you're juggling at a faster pace. Sometimes you have more objects that you're juggling, but it's always a challenge, and it's always your interest to try to juggle those things as evenly as possible. And
Right.
sometimes you're gonna throw some up a little bit higher
Right.
than the other one and have to adjust to catch it.
Right.
But you try to keep everything balanced.
Right.
Right. So do you? What things in your life do you prioritize more than others at this current moment?
At this current moment, definitely my business. Just because it's so.
Peter.
Yeah, Jesus is definitely prioritized. But my business is probably the number one priority right now, just because it's in the building stage.
Dang, so the Lord come in second.
No, he come in first.
That's
But
not
I was saying, I thought that was without saying.
I'm
Amen.
joking.
Amen.
Yeah, I'm
Amen.
joking.
Amen.
I'm
I was
joking.
like,
I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking. But that's amazing to hear like a person like juggling as much as you do and thriving in your situation. And I think that speaks well of the black men, how much we deal with, how much we
Right.
can handle,
Amen.
since some certain people think we can't handle
Women.
anything. I mean,
I wouldn't say-
women and other people.
I
You
wouldn't
said
say-
women.
Yeah, women and other people. They don't think we can juggle nothing. They think we nothing without them. I mean, we not, but I'm just saying. Like,
You can't categorize
Hey,
all. But
It's right. Is he
he's
something
trying to-
without you?
what you trying to say?
I just said it.
Damn, she said
I'm
you
trying
nothing
to
without-
gain the
Yeah,
understanding.
she definitely said no. So
She said no. Yeah, damn.
that's that on that.
What's the name of your business again, man?
He still-
My investment business, Invest Athens Property
Invest.
Solutions.
Invest at.
Okay.
You asked him that already, so you just gonna move past the
Oh, he
question?
said again.
Huh?
He did say again.
Yeah.
He did.
He did.
Yeah.
I had.
He been-
Is there
Are you here
anything-
with us present currently, Ronnie?
Huh?
Are you
Look,
here with
look,
us
look, Can
currently?
you find yourself within us?
Yeah. Hold on, bro.
Well, Nick,
Hold on,
Hell
bro.
nah.
That's a whole different.
well, you
That's
know,
a whole
Your
different.
brain.
Yo.
Your mind.
Yo,
Cause see-
find yourself within this half. Yo.
I find myself.
But
I think I'll start this way. I just find.
What I was gonna ask was,
chill.
did you have anything coming up, or anything that you were trying to promote with your business today?
I mean, for my investment business, we pay referral fees. So if you ever see a house that's like dilapidated or know anybody who needs to sell quickly,
What was that term again? Sorry. Dilapidated. Could you enlighten me on
What that mean?
Decrepit, crumbling,
Okay.
diminished.
One that
Abandoned, like the bando.
abandoned house. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Abandoned houses.
Yeah, the bando.
If you know anybody who's about to go through foreclosure and they're
Just
about
trying to gain a better understanding.
about
Because we do that on Can We Laugh Now?
Right.
If nothing else.
Trying to gain a better understanding and find
Yeah.
myself within your conversation.
I swear that's what it's all about. Finding understanding and finding ourselves. within
Gaining an understanding.
Finding ourselves
Gaining.
within others.
What would be something
Mhm.
that you would tell someone coming up that says, "Hi, I want to be a realtor too," or there's an A and a B to the question. That's someone else, but also, what would you tell your younger self about your experience as far as your
question.
traveling, your
That's a good
business?
question.
What advice would you offer yourself that you feel like would be beneficial to you, the future you?
Okay. Or something I would have told myself younger. I guess to slow life down. Because I've been working since I was probably like 10. Like, I've had a job. Or whether it be playing for the church. I mean, I got paid well. Yeah, so I have been playing for a church like since the age of 12. I'm 22 now. So for the past 10 years, I had to spend my weekends at church, basically. So I guess
That was your normal.
right. And it's still my normal kind of sort of. I guess as I've grown older, I've become more balanced in taking time to myself. Because there were times like I would not take off the whole year.
Amen.
Yeah.
Hey, I salute you for that one,
Right.
bro.
So now I
salute
just
you
take
for that.
vacations whenever I feel like I need a vacation. I take mental days if I need to like decompress. And so definitely that. And that's something I've been definitely working on, to find a balance in life so I don't work, but not, I guess, reward myself for work. And then in terms of what would I tell somebody who I guess is coming up who wants to be a realtor, to just do it. That's my slogan. I like the Nike slogan, just do it. Because there are times where I would listen to other people and kind of not do what I thought I guess God had placed in my heart to do. And I guess I would have been further along had I just did it. So like once I got to like my junior year in college, that's when I really started doing whatever I wanted to do.
Right.
No matter, because it's not like I asked my parents. They paid for my college, but I didn't say, look, can I not be an accountant? I told them, I'm not going to be an accountant. This is what I want to do. And luckily they were supportive enough to allow me to do what I wanted to do. And then it just worked out for the best.
So piggybacking off of what you were saying as far as just going for it, I think that's something that he brought to, my attention, and something that, he wanted to do. And I'm down for it since, we're business partners,
Right.
is going for it and betting on
Despite
ourselves.
that shit we had going on.
Oh, no. I forgot
Oh,
about
yeah.
that.
Know that.
I mean, that's
Just
that's
want to know
nice.
everybody know I
was
love
about to say.
him. He is
I
my
was
brother.
about
brother.
Yeah.
That's my bro. That's my bro. But like, go investing in time into yourself.
Right.
Yes.
Actually, that leads me to another question. Say if you had a 9-to-5 job, how could you transition or put yourself in a better spot for your business? Say like you're spending time at this job, but you really want to be back here.
Right.
Is it worth it to quit the job, or just situation dictates how you can invest yourself into your business and your time?
Right. So I actually get that question a lot. I was different because I guess I was younger and I had a support system at home. But like for people who are like older than me who want to become realtors but have 9-to-5 jobs, I tell them to continue working their 9-to-5 job until them being a realtor or their business,
That's the
their
smart choice
income,
anyway.
Right.
I guess outweighs the other.
Okay.
So if I had a 9-to-5, I would work just from like 5 to 9, honestly.
Right. Okay. So do you guys have like a videographers, or as far as on your team, and things of that nature, or do y'all not do that? Because I know some companies like have people, saying
I just
going to
don't know.
video, taking video of the home, and saying
Oh, yeah, okay, I see what
a different
you're
like
saying. Right,
marketing type of scheme or whatever. Is that something that you guys do as well?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do y'all have a graphic designer?
No, Ronnie, we don't.
Y'all
Like most
don't?
of my design, like most of the stuff you see me post on Facebook, I design it.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, but I am trying to get up.
y'all need
away from
art
that.
for like cause I know this fire artist, right? And he do like everything you could think of. But see, when you show houses and you don't gotta buy like this, well, it'll still be like not too expensive, but it won't be expensive as what you buy at the store. When you gotta furnish the place for a showing. Have you ever thought about supporting a small black business and finding like your nearest artist and just saying like, you know what? The colors in this house is green and blue. So let's see what you can create. And then you invest in them and then they can invest in you. And then y'all just invest together. Then y'all end up being at top. And then when y'all at top, y'all be millionaires. Then both of y'all can go to Dubai and ride in Lamborghinis and mess with all the Dubai women and stuff.
And the camels
Wait,
with two
what?
humps.
And the camels with two humps.
With 2 humps.
Yep.
Three.
You know, I never thought about that, Ronnie, but I would definitely consider that.
Because only
I'ma give you his number.
Would think to say it the way he said it. It's
Right.
beautiful.
Wasn't it?
I would,
Everybody
Ronnie.
getting that
Cause he does a very good job, and I think that'd be good for y'all to connect.
You know, I think I called that person this morning, but they didn't call me back.
that nigga. I called him too. And
Yeah, I
he
called him
forwarded
as
my
well.
calls. So
Like twice,
You
but
know?
Interesting. I didn't call him at all.
do you know him?
At all.
He be forwarding
Nick,
my
we understand
calls.
that you had a
He
question
called
as
me
well.
for it twice.
Oh, no. Didn't have a question.
Oh, you don't have a question?
No, not at all.
All right. So in closing, I have one.
Who
final
passed?
question.
Him.
Him, the guy that
The
you were
artist
speaking
we were
about,
just
the artist, he passed away. Okay, he died a long time ago.
We cremated him, and he had life insurance. We did it to him anyway.
Right,
I'm pocketing that.
because he couldn't find himself within life.
Well, I did talk to him before he died, and he said he found himself.
Oh, that's good.
In himself, that's some anatomy for your ass. I see.
He
Right.
found himself.
That's origami.
But I really do got a question. So there was anybody you knew or that you could reach out to that
The
you
artist.
felt like was good to be on our show? Who? And if you do know that person and you mention that person, you have to put us in contact with them. You have to close the gap.
No pressure.
I don't accept all of it.
He wouldn't close it. He had to breathe.
He was
Yeah,
like, get us in contact with him.
Close the gap.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
Who do you
no.
think would be
else.
good for our show?
Thank
What
you.
kind of person do y'all want?
No,
Someone-
who-
that's
who do y'all
like-
think-
who you
who
feel
do
like
you
would be a
think
great-
good for our show?
But he
Great.
asked him what is the criteria,
Yeah. Right.
someone that is
anyone that's promoting positivity,
and that's business minded though
And
as
excellence,
well.
excellence in their craft and in their community.
You can't come up here.
I told you
and
I know
be
this
like-
artist, man.
Yo, bro, you see that junk at the Piggly Wiggly, bro?
I know. I mean, that's why I'm saying you can't come up here and disrespect anybody else or desecrate what anybody else has been through or down anyone else's business because by us allowing that on our show would mean that we condone it and we don't. So anyone that's positive, promoting positivity in any way.
3 people, top of your head.
This
My
nigga
cousin,
making a
I
difference.
guess. Her name's
What?
Celeste.
Who?
Celeste.
Oh, the poet.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I love Celeste. Yeah,
Celeste, okay.
she fine. She got
My aunt,
books
she's on
and
the school
everything.
board. If y'all want,
Who?
my aunt, Dr. Maddox,
Oh yes, yeah. I talk to her sometimes.
First name?
Tawana.
Tawana Maddox.
I'm familiar.
Already?
She organized Hot Corner.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, then, well, you know them, so you got to hook us up with them
We
now.
will try.
He got one more person.
Okay, I'll think about the other person.
He'll think about it.
He said, think about
He
it.
think we to geese.
He was like, I also like to bring myself back.
Yeah, I'll come back.
Oh, yeah,
Anytime. Something like that.
I promise you-
want to come up here, man, just let us
Yeah.
know, man. You definitely welcome up here, man. You definitely a positive young black man, bro.
Thank you.
It's not enough. There's not enough for you, and I cannot stress that enough, man. That's really out here trying to build your own business, learn and do anything and build a craft. So, man, we definitely appreciate it.
Definitely.
You coming up here, sharing your time.
Thank you. And I appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely, man.
It's been
Definitely.
fun.
Really appreciate having you. So, with that being said, this is Can We Laugh Now?
You know that.
Yay! Clap. Yeah. Thanks
Applause.
for coming on.
All right. We actually
Thank you.
have something for you, man.
Oh, really?
The laugh pack, man. You know, something we got for you.
Yes.
if you would be so happy to deliver it.
Thank
This
you,
is
Kyle.
for you, my guy.
Oh,
Hey,
thank
Kyle,
y'all.
where you been at?
Oh, my God.
Can I go through it?
Good to
Yo,
see you.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's best done on
Open
camera.
it up. Open it up. And you got to sit it out.
This man.
Woo! That's
Yeah,
nice.
that is
That's
nice.
nice.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
Open it up.
Okay, damn.
Yeah.
How you open it?
I suppose.
I think you should. It'd be in your best interest if you open it up.
I swear.
Ooh, that's nice. You got a t-shirt. Ooh, hold it up.
Can we laugh
Laugh
now?
now.
Yes.
I appreciate it,
Yes.
guys.
You one of us now.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Just let us know anytime you're welcome
Oh,
back.
you got
More
a
than
water
welcome.
bottle.
Yes. 'cause it's
That'd be
hot
good
indoors.
for on your trips. You keep you some American water in there. And you just
American.
yeah, cause he's leaving America, so he'll have some of our water to take with him, and then he can sell that
What if
water.
he wants some water from Greece?
We had just had some grease water,
Ronnie, I want to get you.
huh?
I want to get you.
Get me
Understand you. I just want to understand.
Trying to have a better understanding so he can find himself.
about what?
So about
Yeah.
the laugh pack though, you got your shirt, you get the mask, and a water bottle, man. You know, in the near future, man, we're gonna try to help. Definitely have better gifts, but
I don't know. This is good.
we thought this would be nice. Definitely
didn't
thought this would
expect
be
the
nice.
Well, you know what?
It's so well
Just-
planned, and you know what? Just to piggyback off of what you just said, you know, with us giving gifts, you know, once again back to that artist, you know, that the artist that I know, he
nigga
also made the Can We Laugh Now logo.
Are you there?
And
Yeah.
it was such an experience working with him because he was a bit slow, but once he had it, you know, we've been happy ever since. So maybe if you or someone you know that got money need a logo
He
or
answered
something
the
like that,
phone back
I can put y'all in contact. You know, he's a great friend. We're very close. Very close.
Plus,
very,
we just want to thank you for coming in,
very close.
spending time with us, and hanging out.
Very
Yeah,
close.
Appreciate it.
yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate
Well,
it.
man,
I
that's
appreciate
Daniel
the
Elder,
opportunity.
man.
Very close.
Once again, I am Zay Dubos.
Very close.
I am CV.
I'm very close to Rod to Die.
It's your boy Telly. What's good?
This is Can We Laugh Now, and we're signing off.
Thank you.
And you know that.